Ever feel like the world just doesn't get introverts? You're not alone. Welcome to the Stay Introverted podcast. We're your hosts, Steph and Jay Coleman, here to dive into life from an introvert's perspective.
Each week we break down everything, from relationships and work to social dynamics and self-care, all while busting myths, sharing personal stories, and celebrating the quiet power of introversion. So, if you're ready to embrace your introverted side, let's get into it.
All right, and we are back. Steph, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm all right. I feel older and wiser.
Older and wiser. Wow. Do you think that it's like your trip to New York made you feel that way? Or do you think it's just like being 41 or is it something else?
Probably mix of everything.
Okay.
New York always recharges me. I know folks there, either you love it or you hate it. I feel like there's really no in between when it comes to New York, but it's always going to be home. Had fun, ate way too much, which was
I love that
plan.
for you.
Yeah.
That's going to be me this weekend.
There you go. Then I read a lot of comics, which I love.
Nice.
So I really just did everything that I wanted to do.
Love it.
And then my old boss, sent me a gift card from goldbelly.com. Goldbelly is awesome.
Yeah.
They're pricey, but they're awesome. So I treated myself to some Chicago deep dish pizzas.
Ooh. I don't know any specific places in Chicago, but where did you order from?
I forget the name. Begins with a P, and of course, now that I want to think of it, I can't.
Okay, of course.
And I'm sure I'll find it after the episode.
You can add it to the show notes if anyone's interested.
Yeah, but I've been wanting to try a deep dish.
Nice. Oh, you never tried it before?
I had it sort of like, Chicago style in quotes.
Right.
Like when I was in college, we went out to this restaurant called Pizzeria Uno. I don't know if they're still around. But it was like their thing was deep dish pizza.
It sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it's like some people remember it, some people don't. But it was decent. But again, it was a chain, so I always kind of took that with a grain of salt. Like I like kind of how you talked about what a few months ago. Chain pizzerias are okay, but the mom and pop shops they'll just have a certain flavor to them.
Well, you're being a little bit nice. I don't even think chains are okay.
All right.
Chains are hard now.
Yes, definitely being nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying these pizzas.
Nice. Oh, it hasn't come yet. Okay.
Oh, they're here. They're in the freezer. I just haven't popped one open yet. But
nice.
I definitely will shortly. And then at some point, I do want to try Detroit style pizza.
Oh, okay. What's that? Like, what is that like?
So I think it's similar. As far as like the bread, a thicker bread. Like kind of like Chicago style. I don't know if it's French bread. I may have that wrong, but what they do is they put the cheese on first, and some use mozzarella, some use like a 3 cheese blend.
Okay.
But they put the cheese on first, and then they put the sauce on top.
Ooh, interesting. I don't know if I would like that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it is.
Pizza curious.
Pizza curious.
I like that. That should be a shirt.
Hey. But yeah. Those are my pizza dreams.
Nice. And do you have enough left on your Gold Belly card that you could get some Detroit pizza, or you used it all in Chicago? Okay.
Use it all in Chicago.
There, so you really put all your eggs in one basket. You did not diversify at all.
I mean, I diversified the toppings.
Okay, there you go. You know what? It's diversity, like whatever. That's fine. Love it. Good investment strategy.
Yeah, it's good. I got, again, Gold Belly. They're a little pricey. So
Yeah,
it's literally like one stop, one shop, and that's it. But
right.
looking forward to it. Plus, for some reason, not only that, but they had the sale, so I save a little bit of money. You know,
Nice.
but
Awesome.
yeah, looking forward to that. But
Cool.
yeah, older and wiser. Trying to just build on the kind of the momentum that I've been building with the last couple of months. So
Cool.
yeah,
I love it. Something about birthdays is just so like refreshing and re-energizing.
yeah. I don't know about you, but I would say like for me, the year doesn't start until my birthday comes.
Oh, 1,000%. Like I feel like the year it not even that it hasn't started, but that it doesn't count for me.
Exactly.
Like the first 2 months are like everybody's just practicing for like my birthday.
Yeah.
It's a practice round.
Pretty much. Like everything January, February. That's just part of 2024. So I don't even count that.
Absolutely. I don't think anyone counts it, which is kind of great to be a March birthday because nobody wants to think about February and January. Nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody just hunkered down, like tried to just get through it. And now everybody's like ready to freaking go. They're like, it's March, let's go. Life is good.
hmm
And it's also like you might call it March. I call it my birthday.
Yeah, Steph has a birthday month.
Oh, 1,000%. I love it. But like it is a great month for a birthday because it's like everybody's poking their heads out of out of their little hermit nest and like coming out and being nice and people on the streets are like way friendlier now. I don't know. Everybody's out for my birthday. I love it. Does that make me a narcissist? I guess I don't think so. Hold that thought, like whatever you're gonna say. If you're gonna say yes, because I'm kidding. But if I actually believe this, it would.
I mean, I'll say this. You're not the first person I've known to basically have a birthday month.
Uh-huh.
So don't feel bad. I don't think it's
Oh,
narcissistic.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
Yes, I will say I don't know any dudes who do that, but
Oh, I
take
would question you
do
as a man.
do what you want with that information. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
I would very much question any dude that did that. But, no judgment, just questions.
no judgment. That's fine.
What I will say in my defense of the birthday month phenomenon that I invented, or just kidding, I didn't invent it, that I subscribe to is it really is out of not wanting to plan a big event but still wanting to see all the people that I love. So it's like, it's number one, not everybody is, most of my friends are like not friends with each other. Like, I'm not one of those people that has a big friend group that I see every weekend.
Mhm.
Every weekend is always somebody different. And none of them are really friends with each other, and nobody necessarily lives in New York, or at least not in the city. So, like, I'm kind of just making my rounds and saying that it's for my birthday, even though most of the things that I've done to celebrate are not actually related to my birthday. Just in my head, I'm like, oh, I got to see this person for my birthday because I saw them between March 1st and like April 15th.
Oh, so the birthday month extends into April.
Right. Well, because we have our final dinner booked for April because we've been trying to get on the reservation list for a while.
hmm
Um, we got a reservation for April 12th, so yeah, until April 15th, it's my birthday.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Birthday and tax season. I guess there's a connection there somewhere. I don't know.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what the connection is.
I don't know.
We're also celebrating spring and Sean's birthday. We'll give him that. And our anniversary. And I had a
Mm-hmm.
couple other friends' birthdays thrown in there, bachelorette parties. So it
Yep.
wasn't all about me and my birthday, but it was a little bit.
And by a little bit, all of it.
All of it, exactly. You know.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. Listen, I definitely take a weekend for my birthday, no matter what day it actually falls on, because when I was throughout undergrad and grad school, my birthday always fell during midterms week, so I couldn't celebrate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then like the next week was, fortunately the next week was spring break, but all my friends are gone, so like ain't anybody to really celebrate with. So once school is over, like I'm not working on my birthday. I'm taking the weekend,
Right.
and yeah, that's it. So
I love that. And your birthday, it probably never would have really fallen on Easter, right? 'Cause, I mean, Easter's crazy late this year, but
Mhm.
yeah, I think my birthday has fallen on Easter before when it was early.
Hmm.
But yours, I think, is a little bit too early for that to ever happen.
Yeah, I don't think Easter it's ever fallen on Easter. It's fallen on daylight savings time, but
Right,
not Easter.
right. Oh, midterms on your birthday, that sucks.
Yeah, but it is what it is. What it is.
Yeah. You're over that now, so it doesn't matter.
Pretty much. But yeah, I remember the first time I had to do it. I was like, damn, man. So yeah,
Although when the midterm's over, then it's like, oh, ooh, I'm done.
for that
Unless
day.
you had another, yeah, that's true. Unless like if it was on like a Thursday, like nobody has tests on Fridays.
Mm.
At least I made sure that I didn't. um, but like if you were on a Tuesday, like that sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, it got better as far as scheduling
Right,
courses. But yeah,
right.
like that week, so it just
Like
always
a
fell
wash.
yeah, it always fell during that week. But
Oh
we're
my
here
God.
now.
I like have so much respect and also like just intrigue for people that go back to school like willingly. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Like, God bless you. I cannot imagine taking a test ever again.
Well, incidentally, I actually have a friend. Actually, I met a new friend. In my 40s, I made a new friend. So
Oh,
that's special in and of itself.
yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, but she is actually going back to school.
Good for
She,
her.
yeah,
That's
she
badass.
it is. She's nervous. I think she starts up in May, but yeah, she's she put the money down for her tuition, and it is full steam
Wow.
ahead. She's nervous.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. I hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
yeah.
Very happy for her. Good job, friend.
Well, I think she'll do well. She's actually not now. She went. It's funny because she went from being nervous. I mean, she's still a little bit nervous, but now she's talking about possibly getting multiple degrees. So that to me, that's awesome.
Don't you love how people like once they start like on a new journey, like all of a sudden they're thinking like 5 moves ahead to like I'm gonna basically take over the school. Like it's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah,
Like
kind of have
signs up for a class and you're already daydreaming about like getting like 25 PhDs.
exactly. Or how you decide to become a little, take healthier steps, and now you're going to run a marathon.
I know. How crazy is that? Oh my gosh. Crazy. Like, I remember like 4 months ago when we were like shitting on people who run?
Mm-hmm.
Who
Now,
would have thought? Now look
now,
at me. It's crazy. It started off as like, let me see what happens if I run a minute. And then like that was fine. Oh, it really wasn't fine. The second time I did it, I threw up. Um, like a minute. And now I'm running 6 miles a day, like 3 or 4 days a week.
nice.
So,
Welcome.
and I'm addicted.
All right. I want to be joining you.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is just like, "Are you okay? Like this is out of nowhere."
I will keep my walking. I will walk. I'll walk 6 miles.
That's
Um,
awesome. Walking
yeah,
is great.
but I got a top speed that
Right.
I shall not exceed.
Top speed I shall not exceed. I like
Hmm.
that. That's that's a nice little rhyme.
I like it. Have no need for speed.
No need for speed. That is, I can actually relate to that, oddly. As a runner, I can relate to that. You know what's weird is now I'm identifying myself as a runner and it kind of is like giving me anxiety. I'm like, oh my
Our,
God, like
our
wow, I
starts.
like changed my personality for this. I now identify as a runner, so
Yes, our starts.
oh
Run a
my
minute,
God,
then 5 minutes, then a few miles, marathon. Now you're a runner.
crazy.
Hmm.
Right.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be looking at older running shoes. You get the
Oh my
waiting for
God.
them new Nikes come out.
Right. Next thing I know, I'm gonna be like the female Usain Bolt.
Hey,
No, I'm not. That's never gonna happen. I'm slow. You know what's
uh,
weird? I'm curious what your thoughts are on this.
mhm.
I was running in the park the other day, and I noticed a dad, like a young dad, running with a stroller with a baby inside of it. And then I'm like, okay, that's weird, whatever. So then I keep running, I see it again, and then I see another one. I'm like, is this a thing? Like, people run with their babies. I'm like, aren't they worried the head's gonna fall off? Like, is that a concern? Um, I mean, all the babies that I saw were looked to be sleeping and strapped in safely. And then I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't judge. Like, maybe I should look into this. And this is like a movement. Like, running with your baby is like a thing. There's articles, there's products, like, there's a whole culture. And now I'm like, maybe I should do that as a parent. Like, I went from like judging it to like, now maybe I should do that too.
It is a thing. I
So
definitely.
you know about this.
Oh yeah, people. You don't. Uh, Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, you don't see a lot of men doing it, but I do see a lot
Oh,
of.
I only saw men.
Really? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I typically see moms running or running with the stroller, and it's like bigger than your typical stroller, and you have like 4 or 3 wheels.
Right.
I saw one. I guess I don't know if you've seen them, but there's the strollers that hold 2 babies. Like I've seen parents running with those.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my thing is you really got to know the path you're on because my mind is like, what happens if you hit a bump and
I have so much anxiety. I'm not gonna do this.
like, but that's just me because I'm mean. Like, what
Yeah,
happens
no.
because you running and you just and flip over? Um,
Right. That's crazy. I mean,
but
good for them for doing that. And I guess, if you can't find a babysitter, your partner's not home, like, what else you gonna do? Like, when you gotta run, you gotta run. You gotta run. Like,
yeah,
there's like an itch, and I
I
get
saw.
it.
Yeah, I did see actually more than more than one. Sometimes you have people running with their dogs in a little stroller thing.
Those people are dedicated.
Yeah, so you see, you say that now, and then what's going to happen is there's going to be a video of you running with Meatball and Noki in a stroller in Central Park. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for
With
that to
like
happen.
two babies.
That's right.
No, I don't think that, because like, have you ever pushed a stroller? Like, they're freaking heavy.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
was pushing my friend's stroller, and she's so teeny tiny now. And I'm pushing her son's stroller up a hill, and it had her 80-pound lab attached to it, who was like running like a boomerang up the hill.
Mm.
And her son is like, one or so, 20 something pounds. She doesn't exercise ever, but she doesn't need to, because this stroller is the heaviest fucking thing I've ever pushed in my life. It was like pushing a car up a hill. I was like,
And yeah,
crazy. And you run with that? That's wild. That's heavy.
and they're expensive.
Yeah.
Some of these strollers cost like $1,000.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be doing that. I don't think that anybody in my life would support me running with my stroller, just because of my nature of like not being able to walk in a straight line and tripping over air. I don't think I would put my kid in that position.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it for other people. It's just not me, only because I am a accident waiting to happen. Glad we talked it through.
Yes. So I have a story. It's I don't, and hopefully it won't
Oh, yeah?
traumatize you. It won't traumatize you. But when I was this was a few years ago, I was in the park and I saw this mother. I'm assuming that it was a mother. She wasn't running, but she was walking. And she was pushing, her stroller. The kid was strapped in the stroller, but he was like
I have
hanging
secondhand anxiety already.
hanging out of the stroller.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like to and just the way he was hanging out, he was very limp. I was questioning whether or not he was alive. It just looked
Was he
very weird.
blue?
He wasn't. Well, his clothing was blue. I don't know
Oh.
if he was. I don't know if he. I don't know. Again, he's like this, just like, and I'm
Oh,
like,
gosh.
this kid is dead. Why? But she was just, walking. So
Wow.
I'm assuming he was right. He
Oh, you
just,
never got an answer.
yeah. I don't get into people's business like that. I don't.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah, I don't. No, I'm not. Listen. I'm from Queens. We don't
Wow, that
get,
took a
we
dark
don't get
turn.
that involved. So, but I'm sure he's fine. Maybe he's
Knock
just
on
probably just,
wood.
yeah, he's probably just asleep.
You're just a weird sleeper.
Exactly, just a weird sleeper.
That's funny that you mentioned that. I noticed this morning there was like, I'm assuming he was homeless. I don't know. But there was a man standing next to a shopping cart full of cardboard, and
Okay.
he was standing up, passed the fuck out on the shopping cart, like on the cardboard, like he was perpendicular. And I was
Oh my
like,
god.
somebody should check on him. Not me. Somebody else. I am not somebody.
Oh my god.
But like he was like rigid, like standing straight up like an L, and his face was face planted into the cardboard.
Oh my.
I probably should have like flagged down a cop or something to check, but I honestly forgot by the time I got to the corner until just now.
Classic New Yorker. Hey, we got things to do.
Exactly.
We can't be stopping for every stiff person and limp baby. Like we will never get anything done. You just.
Wow, this took a really dark turn. Oh my goodness. It's not that I didn't care. I was just, I don't want to touch him. What am I gonna do? What if he's like not asleep? Maybe he's doing exercises.
Exactly, and then he get pissed off. Like
Exactly.
that happens. Like you think
He
you're
was
helping somebody.
smiling.
Okay, well leave him alone. He's fine.
Actually, didn't see his face, but I imagine that he was.
There you go. That's good enough.
I'm happy for him. He found it bad. Oh my God! Wow. Oh, what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen in the streets of New York?
In this, interestingly, well, in the streets.
It doesn't have to be. It could be Subway too, because I know
Okay, because
that
that that yeah that
there are some
like it
Subway creatures.
yeah it goes down in the subways. I think more often than in the streets. So the the craziest thing I've seen in the subway was two people trying to get it on
Oh, one of
during
those.
during the rush hour, and like no one giving a damn.
That's wild. Wow.
Yeah, like I was coming home from work and I see these two like against those steel beams they have that kind of go along the subway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they had her up on there and they just I guess it was like the one rare day where like the cops weren't right there checking bags.
Wow.
And so those two they're going at it and literally everyone just walking past like me trying to get home. We
Don't you love New York? It's so
I
easy to be
do.
invisible.
Yeah, just true New York fashion. Like, just as long as you're not in our way, like
Uh-huh. Wow.
So he was considerate because he had he's at the beam and
Okay.
not where.
Nice. Good for them. I hope that they got that bucket list item checked off, and I hope they enjoyed it. Only on a subway in New York City.
Yeah.
My God.
The craziest thing, like on street level, I didn't really see it, but I heard it. Like, one
Uh-huh.
time I was like after school, there was like this big commotion for some reason in front of the school, and
Uh-huh.
then all of a sudden we heard what I'm going to assume was a gunshot. And you just heard bang, and then everybody scattered.
Oh
Uh,
shit. That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So no one got hurt. I think apparently a dude like just fired in the air, kind of scared whoever he was
Well, mission
talking to.
accomplished.
Yeah. Um,
Crazy. Wow.
but yeah, that's those my crazy stories.
Want to hear mine?
Yes,
I
yes.
really want to share it. It's like stupid, but it's hilarious. So there was we were going upstate, and my mom would hate if she heard me say that, but whatever. So we took the A train up to Fort Lee, and somebody was gonna come get us. Um, so we're on the A train, and we hear two people shouting at each other, like two guys, and they're fighting. One of them is in an MTA uniform, and the other one just a normal person. And they are like getting like really nasty with each other about the MTA. So the guy
Interesting.
not in the MTA outfit, like the regular person, it's just like saying that he hates the MTA and they're all like horrible and blah blah blah, and like they just like it was stupid. Whatever, he's saying that he hates everything about the MTA, whatever. So the guy in the MTA is defending his organization, right? So we're laughing because it's getting so cartoonish about such a stupid conversation. We're sitting
Mm-hmm.
there cracking up. We get to like 168th Street, and the guy in the MTA outfit gets off, he storms off the train. And we realize he has no shoes on. His like MTA outfit has duct tape all over the back, like it's like covered up. And like the pants have like a giant rip in the ass. And we're like, this guy's like homeless, and he must have found the outfit in like a dumpster, or maybe he got it from Goodwill or something, and he took on the personality of an MTA worker and was now defending the organization to a random citizen who was complaining about it. I was like, what the fuck? That is commitment. Like he literally became the outfit. I'm like, what if he had found like a doctor's outfit or like a
Seriously,
fireman's outfit or something? Like, oh
that is
my
hilarious.
God.
That's
How
hilarious.
crazy is that? We were dying. It was an Oscar worthy performance. Like he like really fully committed to that role.
All right, that's the Robert Downey Jr. of
Right? I was like, wow, this guy
MCU.
really believed like and we before we realized this, we were like, he really believes in his job. Like he is so pro MTA, like he should be promoted.
He probably should still be.
I think he should I think they should find him. Like he is their number one defender. He loves them.
Yes, yeah.
I support it.
I hope they found him and made him whole. Like, because nobody else defended the MTA shit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I hate the MTA, but I wasn't about to jump in there. He was passionate.
So that is funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of NMTA, I think I was in high school, and I was taking the bus home. For some reason, I had to go to like Jamaica Avenue before
Uh-huh.
home. So we're on the bus. Get on that. I guess that's Archer Avenue and Parsons, that subway station. And the bus
Wait,
driver,
Arthur Avenue?
Archer Avenue,
Okay.
and
I thought you were saying
Archer.
it with an accent.
Oh, no. Archer
That's
and
how
Parsons.
Sean says Arthur, sorry.
No worries. So yeah, he get on in Jamaica. And we're driving a few minutes, and like as you kind of get into the route, the driver gets on, I guess, the intercom or whatever, and he's saying, I just want to wish all the ladies a happy Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
Nice. No, nothing forward. That's literally all he said. And then like some woman from the back was like, "Don't be trying to give it nobody on the bus."
Oh, she took it
Yeah,
personally.
yeah. And then the driver was like, "I said ladies."
Oh
And
my God.
yeah, I was talking to the ladies, and
That's so,
entire
oh,
bus is like, "Oh
damn,
shit, oh
burn.
shit." Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if she got up at the next stop, but we ain't hear from her no more the rest of the ride.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
People are unhinged. People take things so personally. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, you trying to be funny and you got flamed for what?
Oh, I love when that
For what?
happens. Right.
Yeah,
Like he was trying to be nice. You tried to like dunk him and you ended up dunking yourself. Good job.
yeah. Because like I think for me that was like the first time that I even heard like a bus driver use like intercom. Normally they don't say shit.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Everyone's the ones that like to talk like to talk. Oh my God.
that's true. That is very true. But like I didn't even know that was a thing until he did it because it's like
Oh my gosh.
I see the phone and I see it, but like I never saw or I never heard anyone actually
Oh
like
yeah. Every
use
once
it.
in a while you get a chatty one.
Hmm.
I've had a couple things. Um,
Couple what?
like a couple MTA drivers, like even on the subway, they sing.
Oh my god.
Like I got a song in my head. I'm like, I've been doing this all day. I guess you
Oh
got to
my
keep yourself
god.
busy, but damn.
I was just going to ask you if you had ever encountered like the bus drivers where they have like that pre-recorded message when we get on the bus.
I
You know,
haven't seen that.
uh, it may it may not it may or may not be MTA, but definitely in California.
Hmm.
It had like one M15 to crosstown like every
Uh-huh.
time the bus door opens. But I had never heard of someone who had a song in his heart.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
That,
One time, and then I gotta actually head out. Dog didn't want to go to the park. Yeah, Meatball's like keeps looking at me like, when are we going, lady? Um, he's like tilting his head back and forth every time I say park. Anyway, so we had one guy, this was like during COVID. It was like 2021. We were on the train up to White Plains, and not the bus driver, the train conductor starts singing a song about wearing your mask. And like it was like a fully like it had a chorus, it had like a hook, like this was a fully fleshed out song. It was actually amazing.
Oh my.
I kind of wish that I got the lyric because it was like the best, like it was like the best original COVID song I've ever heard.
That is crazy.
And like there was nobody on the train at all. Like we were the only people on there. So at one point I took my mask off for like a second just to like breathe because it was hot. Um, and I took my mask off for a second and he came by and sang at me. And it was like, oh, okay. I'll put it back on.
Okay.
It's like I feel like you're actually spreading more germs by singing in my face, but it's okay, whatever.
Well, folks, on that note, check the pun. On that note, we'll wrap up because Steph needs to take her doggos for a walk.
Yeah, speaking of New York City, that's a very New York City thing, is to take the dogs to the Central Park because I don't have a backyard.
Or a stroller yet. So I again, I'm waiting for pictures of Meatball and Nuggie in the stroller. Someday it's going to happen.
Someday, when Meatball loses use of his back leg. Oh God, why did I say that? I hope that doesn't happen.
That's just dark.
I've been really stressed out about his age because he's like gonna be 5 and like starting like around 7, like they start to have problems like with their legs and stuff. So I'm like, we're almost there. It's okay. I'll get a stroller and I'll run with it. Anyway, if you loved this episode, be sure to rate it, review it, share it with a friend, follow us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube, please. And we will catch you next Tuesday. I almost said see you next Tuesday, and then I remembered what that means. We will see you next Tuesday, but I don't mean that as an insult. Goodbye.
Bye.